guys, welcome to today's Vehicle Visionary. My name is Tom Tompkins. I'm the host and the founder of Vehicle Visionary, and today I'm here at Holmes Honda in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'd like to thank my friend Carlos Gutierrez, who is on the sales staff here. If you are in the market for a Honda of any type and you're in the Northwest Louisiana area or nearby, make sure to come in and ask for Carlos. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the 2019 Honda Civic Type R. Okay guys, the first thing you're going to notice on this car is it looks racy. That's why it's a Type R. The R does stand for race. And if you look, everything on the front end is nice and swoopy. It has nice racy lines. You have the LED headlights, the fog lights on the bottom here. Of course, the nice Honda logo, but I think more than anything else here on the front end is the front splitter on this car. Now beyond the front splitter, of course, you've got the honeycomb grills here, air ducts, everything's functional, helping to keep the engine nice and cool. You also have a very nice scoop built into the hood. I like how it's recessed as it is. It makes it look more racy that way instead of being raised up. Kind of something that sets it apart from some of the other cars on the road. So what exactly motivates the 2019 Civic Type R? Let's take a look under the hood and I'll tell you all about it. Okay guys, under the hood of the 2019 Type R, which by the way, the color is called Champion White, and that is really kind of the flagship color for the Type R, so I find it kind of a great privilege to be able to review a car that's this color. The engine is putting out 306 horsepower and 298 foot-pounds of torque, and it is mated to a manual, yes, I said manual, transmission, a 6-speed manual transmission. Okay guys, let's work our way down the side of the Type R. Of course, you have the marker lights, 20-inch rims, and I love the fact, again, that the red trim is all over the car on the ground effects package, on the rims. I'll show you that it's on the interior as well, but I just love the fact that you have red trimmed rims, the 20-inch rims on this car. Everything is active, including the vent right here. This vent, as you've heard me talk about on previous videos, is actually intended to help with keeping the car safely on the ground when it's actually being run at high speeds. Instead of having the air try and lift the car off the ground, it's actually going to have a place to release and increase the downforce. Everything is active here, including the ground effects package on the side of the car here, the rear spoiler, the wing right here. This is intended to actually help with airflow, and it helps air to not only flow over the top of the window as you're driving down the road. Of course, that'll keep your rear window nice and clean. You've got the rear wing for added downforce. That obviously increases the downforce tremendously. This car is meant to be taken to the track. It has 3 different modes. You have touring, you have sport, and you have race or track, but the R is for race, so we'll call it race mode. You also have remote entry right here, what I call passive entry, so that you can push the button right here. It will lock the doors, and all you have to do to get back into the car, if you have the remote on your person, is just simply open the door. Just simply reach up there, it's going to automatically open. You don't actually have to hit the button again, you just hit it to lock the doors. Getting into the gas tank is easy. There's no button to fumble around and find in the interior. You just open that, push it in. You have capless fuel fill. That is a 12.4 gallon fuel tank, and the car gets really good gas mileage, 22 in the city, 28 out on the highway. And as we move on to the rear of the Type R, of course, we pointed out this awesome rear spoiler here. It's not small. In fact, if you're out somewhere and you get something to eat while you're on the road, you know what? You've got kind of a built-in picnic table right here. It's big enough to almost do such a thing. Of course, the antenna on the roof right in front of the spoiler right there. And I love the fact that the Champion White is matched by the tinted windows. These windows aren't actually as dark as they look necessarily. It's just, it makes it look that way with the Champion White color. Of course, you have LED tail lights that match the LED headlights. So those are nice and bright. They look great at night. Really going to set the car off. And you have vents right here, and of course you have the exhaust down here. Now one thing I'll show you real quick, of course you do have the wiper right here if you need to clean off your back window. But right here underneath the Honda logo, if you need to get into the rear, there is a button right here. You're just going to push that and open that up, allowing you to get into your trunk space back here. Now there are a couple of ways to increase your cargo space. If you need to, you can remove this piece right here by simply moving that, pulling that, and it retracts very easy. And you can also lay the back seats down flat, greatly increasing your cargo space. There's just a couple of latches on top of each seat on the 60-40 split rear seats that allow you to pull on that lever and then lay those over forward. You also have some tie downs if you need those for anything back here. Quite a bit of space back here in the rear of the Type R. Okay guys, here we are in the front seat of the Type R. Again, I love the red and black accents here. The seats are absolutely stunning. The race-inspired seats here with the black interior, black and red interior accents. It matches perfectly. They look like race seats, because that's really what they are. They're nicely bolstered so that when you're on the track with the car and taking the fast corners and the G-forces are trying to throw you around in the car, you're going to stay in place. That's what I love about the way these seats are designed. They literally hug you. Of course, you have power windows, power locks. You can adjust your side view mirrors here, all on the door. A little bit of storage space on the doors in the front and rear. But let's talk about the incredible dashboard here. Of course, you have three different modes. You have comfort, you have sport, and you have race. And I think I accidentally said touring earlier. Forgive me for that. Don't roast me in the comments. But anyway, very, very comfortable here. There's a lot of different options for how you can adjust different things. Here on the steering wheel on the back is where on the left-hand side is the stalk for controlling not only your blinkers but also the headlights. You don't actually have a switch in the more conventional position here on the bottom of the dashboard like you normally would. And then on the right-hand side, you have everything for controlling the functionality of the windshield wipers for the front and the rear wiper. Four nice large air conditioning vents, hazard light button here in the middle. And of course you have the carbon fiber look. It's actually just plastic, but that is a carbon fiber look on the dashboard, and the red stitching accents throughout on the dashboard and the rest of the interior that really make this car look as racy as it's intended to be. You also have some reading lights up here, and moving into the center console, here's the selector on the right hand side for changing the modes between comfort, sport, and race. And of course the shifter. A lot of people not seeing that as much as they used to, but yeah, this car is a manual transmission. And of course, as you change between modes, you're going to see the dashboard layout is going to change a little bit, and there might be more to that than I realize. I haven't had time to really research this car as deeply as I normally would, but I'm sure there's more functionality there. And of course, you can change a lot of different things here on the steering wheel, basically allowing you to keep your hands on the wheel when you're driving at all times. So as we're moving our way through the interior, let me reposition you and show you a little bit more about the infotainment screen and everything that is available here in that area of the dash. All right guys, just a real quick basic tour of the infotainment screen. Of course, you've got the home button right here, and you can actually use the screen if you want to. Use your finger to scroll back and forth between the different screens if you want to. So You have navigation right here, which you can get to that there, or you can also get to it here on the left-hand side of the screen with the buttons. You have your radio and all the functionality there. You also have an audio button right here so that you can turn that on or you can turn it off. You can change the volume. You can do basically anything you want there. And here is the phone button, which no phone is paired at this point, so that's not going to come up at this moment. So going back to home, you have all of your different screens right here. You have navigation, phone, audio, everything you can see right there, so you can push those and make any changes you want to. You also have Apple Carplay and Android Auto, so you can pair your phone and use the same voice commands that you would when you're in your home or wherever you may be in the car, and it's going to play through the sound system of the car itself. And that ends my time with the Honda Civic Type R. Again, I would like to thank Holmes Honda for the opportunity to do this quick review here in the showroom on a day when the heat index is up around 110 degrees here in Northwest Louisiana. This was the ideal situation. But I'm going to leave you with an exhaust clip on the Honda Type R. So remember, if you're in or around the Northwest Louisiana area and you're looking for a Honda of any type, come in and see Carlos Gutierrez, and he will take good care of you here at Holmes Honda. I appreciate all of you for taking the time to watch. If you enjoyed this video and want to see many more like it, be sure to subscribe to Vehicle Visionary, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, guys.